Here's a list of ingredients for today's dish. As always, mirin can be substituted with either sake or white wine and some sugar. Oh, and it's for 2 to 3 servings. We're going to cut the onions first. We're going to use a whole onion, cut them in half, and then one piece you're going to cut in half again, and then cut against the fiber. The fiber runs from top to bottom or bottom to top, and you're going to cut perpendicular to the fiber, and then the other half piece you're going to slice them along the fiber about 1/2 inch thickness. So we're using 2 different cuts of onions. One is cut against the fiber, sliced thinly, and then the other is cut along the fiber, sliced about 1/2 inch thickness. We're cutting the ginger next. Ginger, you just want to slice them thinly, stack them together, and then slice them thinly again, so you have these long slices of thin ginger. It's about the same size as the onions that I cut against the fiber. And that's just how I store my ginger in the refrigerator. And here's the beef, and we're ready to cook. Pour all the condiments in a pot, and then peel each slices of beef so that they don't stick together, and put them in the pot as well. I haven't turned on the burner yet. We're cooking this in a medium heat and bring this to boil. Once some bubbles start to rise up, there's going to be gray foam on the surface of the liquid, and you want to skim some of these off. I believe these are parts of the blood that's in the meat that has solidified and surfaced on the top. You don't have to be obsessive about these, but if you take some out, it does give a cleaner flavor into the whole dish. So it's recommended you go through this step at least once or twice. Now the whole pot is boiling, so I reduce the heat to simmer, low heat, and then I'm going to put the thinly sliced onions, the ones that I cut against the fiber, on the top of the beef. But I leave them on the top layer and I don't mix the beef in. We're gonna simmer this for 20 minutes. I have this in my freezer. This is what I'm trying to emulate in a way. I mean, it won't be perfectly the same, but uh, we'll see. I know it's going to be very similar to this. Now we've simmered the beef and half of onion for 20 minutes. We're going to put the rest of the onions in the pot, the ones that I cut along the fibers. These I'm going to cook a lot shorter, so we're going to have half of the onions that's really soft and sweet, and then half of the onion is going to have a little bit of texture and crunch. And we keep the low heat and simmer this for 5 more minutes. And then the 5 minutes is up, and this dish is done and it's ready to be eaten. You can eat it right away, but a little technique or non-technique of Japanese cooking is letting something cool down and let the flavors sink in, and then come back and heat it again before you eat it. So that's what we're going to do here. If you have the luxury of time, you might want to try this too. So the dish had cooled down. I've successfully reheated it. So we're going to take a bowl of rice and put as much meat and onions on the rice as you like. And don't forget to pour extra sauces on the meat and the rice as much as you like. Some like it very soupy, some like it kind of dry. This is all up to you. We're gonna put the garnishing red ginger on top, just like those franchises, and a little bit of shichimi peppers on the side. I hope you try this at home. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.